Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Here's hour 2 of the Kim Komando Show. You're going to love it. I still can't believe this. I mean, it's crazy to me to think about this. But between the years of 1962 and 1977, the United States military's nuclear missile launch code, this is the code that would literally start World War III, was set to 00000000.
What?
8 zeros.
This whole briefcase that we always talked about, you got to turn the 2 keys. You can't start a war. And the president
get the red phone.
That's it? Just 8 zeros?
8 zeros. And for that long, from 62 to 77.
What happened in 77? They switched to 1, 2, 3, 4?
Let me in.
Password 01?
Yeah, don't bomb us. They said that they were worried about delays in a launch more than unauthorized access.
Okay.
And, but so just think about that. For so many years, it was the same thing like on your luggage, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know,
right. It's just the basic one.
I don't know if you heard, but they're defunding the Pentagon.
No way.
Yeah, they're going to call it the Triangle. Oh my gosh, I am so funny. I crack myself up time and time again because after all, I'm Kim Komando, America's digital goddess, here with you once again. It's the most trusted show in the nation, the biggest show. And we talk about all things digital to always make sure that you know what's going on in the techverse, because now more than ever, you really need to know. You know, my husband and I were talking about this, and he said, no, I shouldn't say tech ahead.
Why not? I love that.
He said I should just say ahead because he said tech is everywhere and you just need to have tech knowledge. You need to know what's going on. So it's not like you need to be tech. You just need to be ahead.
Yeah, but so you just he wants you to say, if you want to be ahead, don't get left behind?
Yes.
That's just generic. This show could be about crocheting and we could still use that.
There is that. And I don't know how to crochet.
Speaking of our new segment, Crocheting with Kim starts next week on the Kim Komando Show.
I think somebody's stealing our bit.
Which one?
Andrew. I don't know if you noticed, but the gal on Fox News, she does a whole segment now where Dana reads sports.
And it's not great?
No, and she's like, then there was a double header. Not sure about that. Hey, you can find us in over 425 top stations across the United States, streaming in your favorite radio app. And of course, you can find us as a podcast wherever you listen. And I neglected to introduce you. I apologize. Joining me is, of course, Andrew Babinski.
Hi, Kim.
There you go. All right, this was some big news the other day. You know those tile trackers?
Yeah.
Okay. It's owned by a company. We talked about it here in the show already, Live 360.
Oh, they own that? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they bought that. Well, as it turns out, researchers, and it's a big report over at Wired, they revealed that with a little know-how, someone can slip a tile into your bag, your car, and track you for days or weeks, and you wouldn't even have a clue.
Why not?
You wouldn't even know. There's no alert. There's no warning. You actually have to manually run a scan using the app while walking around to see if someone's using anti-theft mode.
Oh.
So researchers told Life 360 about this last November. And they said, oh, well, we're kind of working on it. And we kind of did a little bit of an update. Okay, gosh. So if you think somebody might have slipped a tracker, you might want to use something like trying to find a Bluetooth emitting device. There are some apps that will do that instead of actually using the Tile Tracker app. It's kind of crazy to me because if you have an AirTag, it's going to alert you automatically.
Can I tell you a story about an AirTag that was very weird this morning?
Yes.
Got in the car super early, and I left my wallet in the center console.
Okay.
Hit the car in reverse, back up. As I'm backing up, my AirTag on my wallet started beeping. That means that someone had recognized that there was an AirTag there and was setting it off so they could find it.
Maybe, maybe not.
Okay, what's the maybe not part?
It's not 100% foolproof. It may have been connected to your phone. Like, for example, I have an AirTag in the car in case we lose the car.
Sure.
Okay.
By lose, you mean someone else
Steals
took it.
Yes. I mean, once I had the catalytic converter stolen on this car, I'm like, oh, Freaky Friday about something's going to happen.
I don't blame you.
But every once in a while, it'll go off.
Just start beeping.
Yes. Or it'll go off and say, the backup keys are not found. They were left at Westar. It's just, I think there's some still glitchy things that are working out.
It was just the timing was so weird.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't go there yet.
No, I'd rather think it's a conspiracy that someone's out to get me. But thanks for trying.
There's been a lot of new products released this past week. We're going to start with Google Assistant is NLWTF. NLWTF. No longer with the firm.
Oh, that's not what I think WTF stands for.
Okay. Google speakers now don't have Google Assistant. It's Gemini. And even your dusty 2016 Google Home is going to get it. And they say that Gemini's better. It has better natural language, can actually answer when's a good day for a barbecue instead of saying, sorry, I don't understand. The catch, all the cool stuff is backed and locked behind a $10 a month premium account.
But will the uncool stuff still work?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's going to say, if you want that, you need to pay up.
Ah, of course.
Peloton. Okay.
That's still a company?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Listen to this. They did a full reboot this past week. Bikes are now $1,445. A bike plus. An exercise bike. Okay. Plus. $2,495.
What does the plus get me?
You get a screen.
Okay. Peloton,
Okay.
wait, hold on. A Peloton has to have a screen.
No, you have a screen, but now you can tilt it. So I'll tell you, it's been very annoying. I have a Peloton bike.
Right,
And
with
if
a
you
screen.
And if you want to do strength training or something, you have to like kind of stand by the bike to look at the person, you know.
Okay.
But now you can tilt it.
Are you going to pay $1,000 extra to tilt it?
No.
Okay.
I also have a Peloton tread.
Treadmill.
Okay, now the new Tread Plus. You ready? $6,695.
What does this thing do?
AI will track your form, count your reps, suggest weights. And again, that screen will swivel for you.
I'm waiting.
That's it. $6,695.
They think if they just slap AI on something, people probably will just pay more.
And then in addition to that, the Peloton monthly subscription has gone up
From
like $45 a month
which is ridiculous.
to $49.99 a month. Okay. Microsoft is officially dropping support for Windows 10 on October 14th, and that leaves 400 million computers hollow shells.
Uh-oh.
So if your PC can't handle Windows 11, Microsoft is offering a paid extended support option, $61 per device, and that doubles each year. Sounds like you need to go buy a new computer.
So we just did a studio remodel.
Yes.
At the radio show I do mornings with. And the tech people were in there like, hey, we're worried about security, blah, blah, blah. Any older computers we're going to have to replace. Mm-hmm. And they asked my coworker, they're like, what year is yours? And she's like, I don't know. So he walked over and looked, and he's like, Windows 8?
No, really? Poor thing.
She's at but it's still kicking.
That's it. Amazon also rolled out some new products. I told you, a lot of new products. Let's see. We have Echo speakers between $100 and $220. The new Show has 13 megapixel cameras. Everybody's excited about the new Kindle Scribe. This lets you doodle in color. It's 11 inches, up to $630.
For a Kindle?
Yeah.
I remember when those were like $79.99.
Fire TVs. Now Ring cams can spot your lost dog. I'm not sure how that works.
Like it recognizes my dog?
Prime members get free Alexa Plus.
Oh, thank goodness.
Otherwise, it's $20 a month.
$20 a month?
And what you get are, they say, beefed up voice skills, smarter search, and natural conversations.
This sounds like a ripoff.
Let's see. Oh, Microsoft is dropping limited edition Windows XP Crocs
Oh, that's hilarious.
for its 50th anniversary.
Does Windows know they're not cool? I mean, they're a great company. They make great products, but you're not cool.
It's a Bliss wallpaper wrapped around your feet. It has a green sole like grass and a clippy shoe charm. Okay. Employees get first dibs, $80 a pair. Okay. You know, the Pope wears Crocs because they're holy. All right. Let's see. Another new product.
Another one?
Yes. Microsoft has new agent mode, and it's called Vibe Working. Vibe Working. Okay. What this means, I haven't tried it, but I think this is amazing. It says it can build entire spreadsheets and documents from just a prompt narrating every move. There's also, I would love this, PowerPoint mode. I hate to make PowerPoints, but then again, I hate to watch PowerPoints.
Yeah.
It'll make decks all on its own, do its own research. So now you can just say, Microsoft, make a PowerPoint about the show and why people should buy it. And then it's there.
Are you going to trust it?
No, you have to go through
Better
it.
double check them things.
You know, somewhere in the world, an intern just burst into tears of joy. Just go, yes.
Well, no, the social should be sad because they're now out of an internship because we don't need you anymore.
Let's talk about college football, my favorite.
You're such a college football fan.
For the first time ever, coaches can use tablets on the sidelines, and they have a choice. The SEC, ACC, Big Ten, and now the MAC.
Yeah, you know what all those are, right? Mm-hmm.
They have said, you know what? We don't want Microsoft anymore. We want iPads. And so the coaches, they say they can instantly review real-time replays, tag plays. And they say they don't freeze around the third down. Okay.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
No.
Oh.
Meanwhile, in the NFL, they say we have to use Microsoft Service tablets. Like they lost a bet with Bill Gates. I mean, that's just.
Well, they just signed a marketing deal.
Yes.
And when you watch an NFL game, you see these blue cases that say Surface on the back. Every single player is holding them.
Does that make you, as a football fan, want to go buy a Surface?
Well, I just talked about how cool Microsoft was. No, of course it doesn't.
Okay. Tell me what happened with Dallas Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy. He got so frustrated.
This was years ago, and he was on the sidelines, and there was his team made a horrible mistake, and he's holding, again, the branded Microsoft Surface, and you see him just slamming it on the ground. And the NFL's like, do not ever do that. Microsoft pays us millions for you to hold that thing.
Did it break?
Yeah.
Oh,
He was mad.
that was not good.
He's no longer the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys.
Who is?
Schottenheimer.
You know, I was almost going to say that.
Were you?
Yeah. It was just right there, just on the tip of my tongue.
Thanks for letting me look smart.
Let's see. Coming up, we have how you can buy the stuff that Amazon throws away, and then you can start reselling it. We have how your iPhone can listen for you. That's actually really kind of a cool thing. And we just have the best callers ever, and you have me and Andrew here on the Kim Commando Show. If you own a home, listen up. This is scary. The FBI is warning about a crime on the rise. Home title theft. And it doesn't happen the way you might think. No break-ins, no stolen keys, just a forged signature on a single piece of paper filed with the county. In minutes, criminals can transfer the title out of your name, then use your ownership to drain your equity or even sell your home. The worst part, most people don't know what's happening until they get collection or foreclosure notices in the mail. That's why I trust Home Title Lock. When you visit HometitleLock.com/Kim, you'll get a free title history report and a 14-day free trial of their $1 million triple lock protection, including 24/7 monitoring of your home's title, urgent alerts to changes, and if fraud does happen. Their U.S.-based restoration team will work to restore your title, covering costs up to $1 million. Don't wait. Protect your home and equity today. Get your free 14-day trial at HometitleLock.com/Kim. That's HometitleLock.com/Kim. Hey, make sure that you enter to win that brand new iPhone Air over at winfromkim.com. Once again, that's winfromkim.com. Let's see, Andrew, let's start with Rod in Dallas, Texas. Hello there, Rod. Welcome aboard.
Hello, Kim. Can you hear me?
I sure can. What's on your mind?
Awesome. Look, I love your program. Your newsletter is awesome. I've got a little issue that I think is right up your alley. I have recently retired, actually this past Monday.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's a little spooky and a little exciting, so we'll see where it goes. Kind of my issue is I want to take a lot of the financial stuff. My job has carried me far and away, so my wife has basically dealt with the finances for the last 39 years this month. And I want to take a lot of that away from her. I sat down with a legal pad and started writing a bunch of these things down. And my legal pad actually turned into an illegal pad and assaulted my sanity. So I wanted to call you and see if there's a program that I can keep track of, kind of an all-in-one thing. Keep track of finances, budget, medical stuff, periodic home maintenance, vehicle maintenance, any and everything that I could get in one easy to use.
Yeah, I don't know if there's one program that would do all that.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I wish when you were talking about finances, I would look at GNU Cash. That's free. It does fabulous work. Shared calendars, you could use Google Calendars for that and then color code different things. You could also set up Google Drive, and then you could have various docs there. But I think I would start just with number one, the finances, and then number two is Google Calendars. And so then you could have shared calendars. You know exactly what each person is doing. And then before all this, what I would recommend, because I'm a girl, I know these things, is that I would take her to dinner. I would tell her to get all dolled up. Because, you've been away for 39 years and we want to start this retirement life off the best way. And I'm going to take you out on the town and, find a place where you guys can go dancing. But it's been a long time since you went dancing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you take her out dancing, or maybe take her to Miami for the weekend, or someplace, or Vegas for the weekend, or something like that.
The guy calls for app advice, and you've just booked a vacation.
Here's the reason why. Would you let me finish?
Sure.
God, she acts like such a guy sometimes. Okay. Is that she may take this the wrong way. She may say, oh, I've been taking care of all this for 39 years. Now, all of a sudden, you are home and you're going to be doing it also. What's the matter with me? Okay. You got to sell it to her. I want you to take your time, and you've done a fabulous job for the last 39 years. But if I'm not busy, I'm going to drive you crazy.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay. So you need something to do. So I would sell it to her that way, and then and then everything will be fine.
That makes sense to me.
Have fun in Miami.
That's better than a legal pad.
Yeah, you know what? It sure is, Rod.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least that was the plan. Except now the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
What do you think, Andrew? Let's go back to the phones.
David?
David in Gainesville, Florida. Hi, David.
Hey, how you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks for your call today. What's going on?
Well, thanks for responding to my question about how's the best way to promote my new website, benstallfineartprints.com. I don't know if it's like putting it on Facebook or getting time on Facebook or whatever.
Well, why don't you back up and tell us about the site? Tell us what it does. Now, I do have to warn you, I can't have you give out the address a couple of times because then that becomes advertising and then that goes into a different place. Okay? So
she'll send you a bill. She's not,
I will.
She won't hold back.
I know.
I mean, if you want to advertise, we would love to hear from you. We would. I mean, and, baby needs new shoes. Well, not the baby, but Kimmy needs new shoes. So let's start with the site. Where did it come from? How did it germinate? How long has it been up? What's the deal?
Okay, well, it started with the Museum of the Cross was robbed in 1969, and that was these paintings are in the website, and along with my father's paintings. It was back in 1969. It was put in the national press as the second largest art theft of the decade, and it opened in '65.
Was there a documentary film done about this?
It was on Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's where I saw it. Okay.
And it's very strange because while I was doing the research for Unsolved Mysteries, I got a FOIA request from the FBI, and the file was a 12-page file. Everything top to bottom was redacted.
Oh my gosh!
Now, you don't get a file like that, even if it's the most sensitive request. They names and dates are redacted. This was black, every single page.
Every page was black? I mean, like there wasn't anything on it?
No, no. It wasn't like full paragraphs. It was like top to bottom.
Oh, crazy.
Real crazy. And so I left that, there was no point on I put in another request 2 or 3 times. They came back saying that the files were destroyed. Now, I talked to ex-FBI agents, and after that, this is research for the Unsolved Mysteries segment. They say the FBI doesn't destroy files, especially the second largest art theft of the decade. That was 1.5 million back in 1969. Today, that the value is 10 million. So now lately, I had to, I waited until other directors have come and gone, and I put another FOIA request. Same thing. And lately, I decided, okay, no, maybe, with Kash Patel in there, maybe things have changed. And so I put in a FOIA request. I sent it to the Department of Justice of Information Policy. They told me to go to somewhere else. Kash Patel told me to go to the Jacksonville field office and FBI for a request. No response from them. I sent letters to the National Archives. They said there was no file. I sent a letter to Rick Scott. He told me that I have to sue in federal court. Now, if there's no files, if the files are destroyed, that kind of implies that there is a file. They just don't want to give me the file. And then I sent a letter to the state senator, Joe Gruthers, and then I've got one going into the Florida Attorney General.
So what are you trying to do with all these letters? Are you trying to figure out where the paintings went, there were what? I believe there were 15 paintings.
And these were your father's?
Yeah. He painted those. He first did he was commissioned by the Catholic Press to do the 12 stations
right.
across for a papal edition of the Bible. And then after that, he decided he wanted to do a much better, bigger set. And so he did the ones that are in the museum, the 15 paintings.
I've seen pictures. They were beautiful. They're phenomenal, gorgeous.
Well, that's why I'd like to plug the website to get everybody to go there and read the history, because that might help.
And so, are you trying to solve this mystery by putting the website up there, or are you trying to? What are you trying to do?
This is just a simple thing of trying to get the file, an unredacted version of the file. Because when I was also doing the research for the Unsolved Mysteries segment, I went to the police station, the Sarasota Sheriff's Department, and a detective took me into the file room and opened the drawer, pulled out the file, and there was only one 5x7 inch painting photograph of the exterior of the museum. No paperwork, nothing.
What do you think happened? What does your gut tell you?
I don't know. It's so bizarre. I have no idea. I mean, who would have the power? You say somebody stole the paintings, right? And they want to cover up the theft. Now, who has the power to make the FBI not cooperate and the Sheriff's Department not cooperate? Now, there was a detective, John Townsend.
Yeah, but the who isn't important. Ask yourself first, though, the why. why is there a cover-up? And that would lead you to the who if you knew the why.
No, that doesn't make any sense at all. Why is there a cover-up? I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, especially a crime scene, a file about. I mean, obviously, it's a big
12,
case.
It's 12 Stations of the Cross.
But
or
why would it
15
all be
paintings.
redacted? That's strange.
That is
I don't know. And 12 pages of redacted information?
Well, at
I
least
mean,
it's easy
that's
to
a lot
read.
of information. Now, here's the thing. There was a detective back then, John Townsend, who was the investigative detective for the robbery. He was known. I found out. I did a lot of investigations. I talked to loads of people that were, really bad people in Sarasota that were, robbing and, breaking into houses, stuff like that. Not one of those people that were doing those kind of things back then were ever brought in and interrogated or questioned by the sheriff's department. That's strange. Now, this detective, about 3 months before the robbery, he out of the blue came to unannounced to my father's studio, started up a casual conversation, and he asked if the museum, are the paintings in the museum insured. My father said no, because first of all, he said, who in the world's going to steal 15 6-by-9 foot religious paintings?
Yeah.
And second of all, to ensure that those paintings, the cost was way out of sight.
You know where you need to take this, David, and I'll help you.
Okay.
I think to a true crime podcast. What do you think, Andrew?
Yeah, that would be. They would love this. They'd eat this up.
Yeah, they would love this, and then we would walk everybody through the story step by step, make it a whole series.
Oh, yeah.
And then because these podcasts are solving crimes. They are.
Yeah.
I did a speaking event last July where on the panel, I was the MC of the event. And on the panel, there was a gal who was a true crime podcast, New York Times bestseller, all that other good stuff. What I'd like to do is to tell her about you. And,
absolutely.
And then maybe there's a way that this could turn into a whole series where she could walk people through and talk about the paintings and interview you and interview friends of your dad
And maybe find answers.
yes, and maybe find some answers. That's really what you want, right?
Right.
I mean, because when you look at these beautiful paintings, I mean, they are huge. Like he said, 6-by-9 feet. I mean, it's not like you go, hey, just put them in the back of the truck.
Right.
I mean,
Hey, what's that guy doing carrying those 15 huge paintings walking down the street? Oh, nothing.
now, the website, I will tell you, we would have to sit here and spell it a couple of times. Mm-hmm. And I don't really want to take our time on the air to do that. So if you get the Kim Komando Show newsletter called The Current, it'll be in Saturday's newsletter. We will put in a link to David's website where you can read more of the story. You can see some of the beautiful paintings. David, your dad was so talented. And then maybe you might know some answers. But in the interim, David, why don't you pull together for me a who, what, where, when, why document, and then I'll forward that off to the gal. I can't think of her name right now as I tell you. The gal who's the podcaster on this panel. But if she was on the panel, she was a big one. And she was actually so smart. I remember I was like, yes, because sitting next to her was one of the guys from The Bachelor. Okay.
And he was, bet you, he was real smart too, right?
I'm like, I don't even want to go there.
Beauty in the brains.
Yes, exactly. David, we'll get to the bottom. And I hope that we do get to the bottom because I'd love to have you back where we talk about how you solved this mystery.
I'm interested.
All right, let's talk about some tech myths that people just can't stop repeating. Number one, always charge from 0%. Nope, you don't want to do that. When you drain down to 0%, it shortens the lifespan. So, Andrew, question for you. The ideal strategy is to keep your charge on your device between what and what?
17 and 73%.
You are close.
Really?
No. 30% to 80%. That's how we always want to keep the charge, 30 to 80%. Let's see. Number 2, EMFs from devices are dangerous. No, they don't damage your DNA like X-rays or UV rays. They've reviewed decades of research. They say there's no cohesive link, but still, I like to err on the side of caution.
Yeah.
And I would never put my phone in my sports bra. And gentlemen, don't put it in your front pocket.
I actually put my phone in my head all the time. I have no issues. I actually put my phone in my head all the time. I have no issues. I actually put my phone in my head all the time.
What's that big thing that's growing out of your head? What is that?
It's a horn.
And finally, a lot of people think the dark web's illegal. It's not illegal. You can use tools like Tor. Anybody can get there. The illegal part is what some people use it for, of course. They sell stolen data, stolen credit cards. They steal from people. They trade in child porn. They try to kill people, whatever it may be. But it's also used by journalists, whistleblowers, and people in oppressive regimes to communicate safely, of course. And so it's just a tool. All right, still to come, we have more of your great phone calls here on the Kim Komando Show.
Finished training for the day? Time to fight post-workout fatigue with Core Power Protein Shakes. They're packed with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle and electrolytes to help hydrate. The nutrition you need to help your body replenish, rebuild, and repair post-workout so you can power on to the next one. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Visit corepower.com to learn more.
All right, if you haven't already, I didn't get a chance to talk about it earlier, but I really want you to enter to win that brand new iPhone Air. Have you seen it? It's just gorgeous, Amber.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Does
just...
Barry get his yet?
Yes, he has it, and he's waiting for me to put it all together for him. Okay,
He can't do it himself.
No.
He's just a grown man.
Because he can't remember his password for his Me account. Okay, so I don't know what it is. Is that, I have like the Midas touch with tech. I really do.
Okay.
I mean, like I can just pick something up and I just figure it out and I just get it. He just has the antithesis. It's just like whatever it touches just doesn't work. I'm just not sure what happens.
Which is bad news for you.
It is, because I always have to fix things.
Most people in your life, you can say, no, sorry, I don't have time for that. Unfortunately, this is your husband.
Yeah.
And you have to make time.
I do, and I do always make time. Although he's like, you help the whole world, but you never want to help me. Anyway, you could enter to win a brand new iPhone Air, $999 value. And now there is a catch. The catch is that you get my free newsletter. Mm-hmm. And you can unsubscribe at any time if you want, but you're not going to want to, okay? Because it's just that fabulous. So you want to go to winfromkim.com. Once again, winfromkim.com. Let's see. Chad in Lexington, Kentucky. Hi there, Chad. Welcome to the show today.
Thank you, Kim, for taking my question. I've been so looking forward to asking you this.
Well, I've been waiting for you to call for years. I have.
Oh,
she says it every single show. I hope Chad calls today.
I mean, where is Chad from Lexington? Where is he?
Show after show, it's disappointment until today.
You are here, and I'm excited.
Oh, wow, me too. Okay, I've got an old LinkedIn account that I could not remember the password to, and I have gone through everything, forgot password, I give it my email address, it emails me a code that you have to put in, I put that code in, I then get a screen that says access to your account has been temporarily restricted, and it wants you to verify your identity with a government-issued ID. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to put my government-issued ID through LinkedIn.
So now you're wondering about how to get rid of the account?
Yeah, I just want to delete the account.
Sometimes if you go to maybe an older computer or a browser that you did log in, if you have that still laying around, is that...
No. Yeah, that's the thing. No. I delete all the cookies and cache.
Because it's maybe looking for the same IP address. Is that what it is?
Yeah, and I'm behind a VPN, so.
Oh, well, So does the old account say that you were a male model? You don't want to say that anymore?
Oh, no, I don't want to say that anymore. No, it said, yeah, how did you know?
I just had a feeling. You're like...
Have you seen my pictures?
Or you're just like, that was my past life. I don't want that anymore.
It was me with an old job that I had, and which I'm no longer doing. Yet when I search for myself online, and everything.
Yeah. Well,
it shows me.
Yeah, what you can do is you can go to Google's removal tool, is that you get the old LinkedIn profile URL, the address, okay?
Right.
And then you go to Google's removal tool, and then you can request that to be removed from search results. Now, it's still going to be visible on LinkedIn, but at least it won't be visible via a Google search. And so you could remove it that way. And now, if you really want to get it taken down, LinkedIn is a sponsor of the show. So I bet you we probably know somebody who
Good thing you called.
It actually help you out. And by the way, that Google search removal tool, that's what Incogni does.
Yeah.
Another sponsor is that if you see a URL out there and you're like, I want it taken down, is that you can work with Incogni and they can get that taken down for you too. But you can try it with the Google search removal tool. But again, if that doesn't work, Chad, we are always here for you. We knew that you are a male model. I had that feeling. I could tell by his voice. I can. More of the show's coming right up. All right, if you have a pulse, companies want all kinds of data on you. And if you are signing up for loyalty programs, well, they track what you buy, how often, and what you love. If you download a retail app, they know when you actually enter the store because of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth beacons that map where you go and document all your movements around the store. So if this bothers you, skip all the loyalty cards, skip the retail apps, and if you're using Bluetooth, turn it off when you're in the stores. And just a reminder that you can get the Kim Komando Show as a podcast in your favorite podcast player. Just search for Komando with a K, of course. That was the end of hour 2. Don't worry. There's another hour coming up.